Aloha, welcome to another edition of the Above the Bridge podcast. I'm your host, Thaddeus Park. I apologize for the last 3 weeks of no episodes. I've been in the mainland for my daughter's volleyball tournament. She had a tournament in California that we got to go to Disneyland after. And then last week, I was fortunate enough to go watch my favorite band, Metallica, play at 49er Stadium. So from here on out, we should be all right. I will take a break next month for my wedding, and I'll probably take a week off. But other than that, I should be smooth sailing for a while. So I appreciate you guys being patient. If this is your first time logging into our show, thank you. You can find us wherever you get your podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Pod, honestly, wherever you get your podcast, our YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It matters. And I appreciate you for taking time out and checking out our show. Aloha. Okay, this week, my guest is somebody I met through one of my other guests, Stefan Kino, who did a pop-up shop at his restaurant in Kaneohe. I got a chance to talk a little bit with him, and he kind of inspired me a lot, and I really wanted to get this guy on my show. Cory Vidinha, what's up, man? He owns Whiskey
Uh,
Smoke.
right on.
Hey, thank you for coming on my show. I got a small chance to talk to you when Stefan was at your place. Bro, you guys sold that thing out. I was so impressed. I drove by the first time and I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back because that line was past the bus stop.
Yeah, but it was crazy, right? That was a crazy day. Um, yeah, but Stefan was super stoked. We were stoked to do it with him. It was funny. Like leading up to it, he was kind of nervous. He was kind of like, "Hey, bro, what you think? Bro, you think people gonna show up tonight? I guarantee people gonna show up." And he was like, "What? Maybe like 100 people, 150 people." I was like, "Cousin, it's Saturday, bro. Like for us, like 150 people, like." That's when slow Saturday, you know what I mean? So, so about his face gonna be packed, and like he was like, "No way, bro." I told him, "Cause for real, like choke people want to see you, choke people want to try your food, you know." So yeah, bro. And then when like things was banging, like he was trying to hide in the kitchen almost. He's like, "Bro, what you guys need, bro? You need help?" I was like, "No, bro. All these people are here for you, dude. Like." Go out there and meet people, take pictures, sign
Yeah.
autographs. They're all here to see you. It was crazy though. It was like, yeah, had two lines, one up to the top of the block by Kohipa and the other
Oh,
down
wow.
like yeah, bro, down almost to like Yogi Building.
Oh, wow. Because I said I'm gonna give it about an hour and a half before I even go check it out. I drove down and the line was past the bus stop. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'll come back in a little bit. That was the benefits of living in Kaneohe, but more power to him. That guy is one of the most humblest guys I've met and very
Yeah.
appreciative. And yeah, it was cool to see the support not only for him but for your restaurant as well.
Yeah, nah, but we absolutely love Stefan, but he's such a beautiful human being. But him, his wife, just I mean, I can't say enough good stuff about them, bro. They're just unreal, beautiful people, so humble, appreciative, but I mean, like that was a couple months ago, and he still hits me up all the time. He's like, bro, I appreciate you, bro. I love you.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, cause bro, that's just what we do.
Yep,
So,
that's the aloha, that's the vibe, that's what Hawaii's built on, and to see it
Roger
is
that.
pretty cool. I think it's super cool. And because of him coming on my show, I went to go see him in person and I got to meet you. And bro, your story just tripped me out and made me feel really good. It made me super happy that those kind of situations happen in Kaneohe, where I'm from, where I grew up. And yeah, you don't hear about stuff like that too often. At least I don't. And I really wanted to get you on to have you share your journey, your story, and have people hear all the great things that's been happening with your hard work and effort with you and your family and your restaurant.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I can go super far back, man. Like, um, I like to say it kind of almost started when I was a little kid, about like, um, just the whole butcher shop thing. Like, for some reason, when I was a kid, I wanted a butcher shop. My family, we all hunt, farm like that, but we processed our own meat and all this. And I always wanted a butcher shop. Um, and then, fast forward a bunch of years, school, and then, I had kids pretty young. My wife and I were very young. Um, I was 16, she was 15,
Oh,
and, yeah, bro, like, so kind of had to put all those things aside, and like through the years, I still thought about it too because I was working a lot. I was, um, I went through the psychological battles too, I guess, like just, I'm young, I'm supposed to be doing this, that, and other thing, but I'm cracking my ass working and whatever else, trying to do school and whatever, you know. But well, go backwards a little bit. Like I remember there was we had this class in school. It must have been in the eighth grade or seventh grade or something. It was like this vocational thing where you took this test and they run it through the computer, I guess, or whatever, and they tell you what you're probably gonna end up doing when you grow up. You know what I mean? And like mine was like entrepreneur, business owner, and I was like, what is that? But then like going through life, about we had our first son when like we was 15 like that. And then 4 years later we had one more. Um and like I always thought about that. I always thought about God, like I wonder if that thing was real, and if it's real, like when is this gonna happen? you know, like when can I like stop working? But and yeah, I found out quickly that that's not the truth. But anyway, so yeah, bro, like just grinding, bro, just working. I've had other businesses, tried different things. Some of them was pretty successful, but um, I didn't feel like it was really what I wanted to be doing. So kind of sold the business or just shut it down or whatever. Plus, I wasn't very good at running a business either. I was just winging it. So kind of had troubles with the IRS, all that
Oh,
kind of stuff.
okay.
Yeah,
I've
gets
been there
triggered.
before.
Yeah, bro. Like, what is this G tax? What are you talking about? But I was young, but but so yeah, bro. Working. Bro. We had so four kids. My wife and I. And then we had our first grandchild, our grandson Zachary, and like that got me thinking a lot. Like, man, like what am I doing? You know what I mean? But I was kind of stuck because where I was working, I was working at this little like this poke shop deli type of situation. It was pretty cool. Um, but I kind of hit like my ceiling, I guess. Like there was no more room for growth for me over there.
Hmm.
I've worked in many different kinds of kitchens, many genres of food. I've also done all kinds of like, bro, I was a commercial diver. I
Oh,
was a
wow.
high-rise window cleaner, carpenter, mason. I drove trucks. I did so much stuff in my life, just trying to find my thing, I guess, and at the same time, just trying to feed my family, you know. But yeah, so I was working there, and I liked the job, but I wasn't happy because I wasn't there wasn't any more growth for me. Like I didn't see. me climbing the ladder. I was like at the top of that ladder, and I didn't like it, but I couldn't leave because of my customers. You know, like
Yeah.
basically like I mean, like I'd have kids come in. Oh, uncle, how you? Yeah, you know, pick up this today. And these kids, like I saw them when it was in their mom's belly, kind. You know, and it's like, how do you how do you walk away from that? You know, I mean, you like you know form relationships with people, and then like
Yeah.
you know, it would benefit me financially and all this if I walked away and found something better, but then I'd be walking away from all these relationships, you know. Um,
Understandable.
and then COVID happened, you know, and like I've never not worked. You know, I've always worked. I've always been doing something. I was raised uh very strict, very hardworking parents. You know, but my pop would wake us up early to take care of stuff before school. You know, we farmed and stuff as well, so we had to take care of the animals and all this. And so I grew up working, you know, and then when COVID hit and everything shut down, there was no more work, you know. And at
Yeah.
first I was like, cool,
I
I
can
get
take a
get
break.
yeah, bro, and hang out a little while, you cruise on the couch, you know. You know, even the whole thing, like in you know, being young parents and struggling. And we didn't, I don't know if I want to call it struggling. You know, like my parents was there for us. My family was there for us big time, but still like, you know, we had to go through the young parent stuff and, you know,
Yeah.
we got our own apartments and try to do our thing for ourselves. And we'd fail. We'd go back home to mom and dad's house. Then go try again, you know, but, like I wasn't there for my sons as much as I wanted to be. You know what I mean? Because I was always working or hunting, doing whatever. You know, and then there was music as well, you know. But so I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be home, hang out the couch, watch TV, cruise with the boys, you know, and whatever. That lasted a couple weeks, and I started getting grumpy because like I can't sit on the couch. I don't know. I don't know how to sit on the couch and just
Yeah.
watch TV. You know what I mean? It's like after a while, you watch everything on Netflix. And, you know,
Tiger King at that time.
bruh, there was stuff I don't even know what I was watching. It was just like just staring at the idiot box just because there was
Yeah.
nothing else to do. You know.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, so then like I started getting grumpy and stuff, and I, you know, and like my wife pointed out, she was like, you know, like I think you're going through some stuff, but I think you kind of depressed a little bit. I was like, no way, you know, I'm a guy, I'm rough and tough. I'm a, you know, I don't go through depression. I'm a dude, you know. But yeah, no, I was totally was, but I was getting like emotional, all kind. So you know, was like, yeah, like, you know, I have to work, I have to cook. You know, I built a huge garden because that's what people do when you're
Yeah.
going through a pandemic, I guess. You know, we had our chickens and stuff, but still it wasn't enough. You know, I had to cook. Like I've always loved cooking. All the jobs I've done in my life, like I always went back to the kitchen, you know. So my boys and I decided we was gonna build this big smoker. It was this big cabinet smoker. I think I think the dimension and it was all stainless steel. There's a long story behind that too. I don't know if I want to get into it. But I'm gonna my brother was gonna build this outdoor bathroom, like I guess for camping. Like he got all this box tubing, heavy duty, and he wanted to build like this outdoor shower thing or something. And then he gave up. he gave up on it. He's like, bro, you want this thing? I was like, yeah, bro, I'll take it. So I took it. It was like 7 feet tall,
Oh, wow.
maybe 3 feet wide by 4 foot deep. Brought it home. He's like, we're gonna make a smoker out of it. It's gonna be the biggest smoker we'll ever need. So yeah, bro, it was we spent I don't know a couple weeks maybe just working on it. I had stainless steel sheets, cut all the stainless steel, put it up, sealed everything off, made
Oh,
racks,
wow.
all this. Yeah, but it was pretty epic. In fact, I still have it. It's still at the restaurant. Like we keep it around just to kind of remind us where we
The
started.
roots. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, for real. You know, so yeah, bro. And then it was like, okay, cool, we got this big smoker and like we're high-fiving, grunting and growling, dude stuff.
Some man shit. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And then it's like, well, now what are we gonna do with it? Like, um, we're not gonna cook dinner, you know? You could,
Feed the
you
block
know,
with that one.
yeah, bro. So it was like, okay, um, uh, a friend of ours had a bunch of venison, a bunch of excess deer from like Molokai.
Oh,
So,
nice.
so they're kind, but we like, started doing sausages and stuff. And, um, it just, I mean, but I've always smoked meats, always made sausages. My family we always got together, but
Oh,
we made
okay.
smoked meat, make sausages, like my whole family kind. My
So it's
parents,
something you
brothers,
grew
sisters,
up
cousins,
doing
uncles,
then.
aunties. Yeah, yeah, bro.
Oh,
I
okay.
grew up doing all that stuff. Not a lot of the stuff I'm doing now, I wasn't doing then. It was more local style, country
Yeah.
style. We like hunt, catch pig, make sausage, make smoked meat. So yeah, but we started making sausage. And just keep giving away whatever. Guys like buy it, cool. We sell you sausage $10, whatever. Um, and then like but we started doing like ribs because we got all this smoker we gotta fill, you know. Then
Yeah.
there's nothing else to do, so yeah. So then, but we was making pork ribs and whatever, and then at one point I was like, hey, bro, let's throw on a party. Like I know we're not even a party, more of a get together, just friends because we're on lockdown. I haven't seen
Yeah.
my friends, haven't hung out. Like, hey, bro, I have a big backyard, but I freaking just made this smoker. Uh, come over, bro. Grab some beers. Let's just grind. So,
Yeah.
friends come over, my brother guys, and we, I would make some pork ribs, make some briskets and stuff, and we'd hang out. And what's kind of becoming like a normal thing. And I was telling them, like, like I knew people that, not that I was rich or had all kinds of money or nothing, but I was doing all right. Um, but I had friends that like they were struggling before COVID, you know, and like they were struggling even worse during COVID. So they called me, right? Hey, you guys come over, party, grind that out. And like some of them was all like, I don't have anything to bring to the farm. I bring nothing. I get everything. So just, I have all this meat and I need people for eating. And like, I need to be around people too, to
Yeah.
kind of keep my sanity, bro. So yeah, bro,
Balance,
like
huh?
people started, yeah, like Galu, bro, we're like, you know, pack creatures, bro. Like we need our pack. We need
Yeah.
our our people around us.
I agree.
So yeah, so like then like our guys like started telling me like, hey, bro, you should sell this food, dude. Because I started making all the briskets and pork butts and all this stuff, and it was growing. But I was doing one brisket, couple butts, maybe three four racks of ribs, some beans, all that. Yeah, bro, it's like every week, sometimes twice a week. And then like I would tell my friends like, hey, bro, do you guys know anybody that that's struggling that could use a nice big free meal once a week. Come over, grind, take home food. Just like that's you. That's kind of like me trading you. I'm gonna trade you food for come hang out with me.
That's
'Cause
super
I
cool.
need I need people, bro. So then, yeah, these guys is like, he's like, bro, you should sell your food. And coming from restaurants, like automatic, I'm like, cause I'm not gonna open one restaurant. No, I'm crazy.
I'm getting
Everything,
away from that.
but like everything is shut down, dude. Like what? I went to one spot that nobody can go because everything is shut down. So they was all like, no, bro, you get Instagram, you post on Instagram. I'm like, what is that? Because I don't do computers or um uh social
Social
media. Like,
media.
yeah, like back then I didn't even know what it was. Like I knew what Facebook was. Like I didn't even do the MySpace thing back
Oh
in
shit.
school. Like bro, like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all my friends into MySpace and it's like, God, I'm going to be in a mountain, bro. I'm going to be surfing something.
That's
Like
your
that's
space.
yeah, bro. So yeah, they're all like no, bro. If you just make a video, you take pictures, whatever. You tell people, hey, I'm gonna be making this, and you can buy them on this day, this time, and they will come. I'm like what? You're just crazy. So yeah, but they had helped me out. Um, made made the page. Asked me, hey, bro, like, what you like call your business? I was like, I don't know. I didn't even see it as a business. It was more of a hustle. Um, so like, I had whiskey barrels. I had all these old whiskey barrels that couldn't use anymore. That was kind of like past their prime.
Mm.
So like I would break them down and actually throw the staves into my fire when I was smoking meat. I mean
Oh,
it it changed the flavor a little bit, but it was just more of a means of just getting rid of the barrels.
yeah.
So that and I love whiskey, so it's like, yeah, guys, call it whiskey smoke. It's like, oh, yeah, but it's a good name. So, yeah, we're doing whiskey smoke 808.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so yeah, but
cool.
they build them and everything. Yeah, like it was that easy. The name came to be,
I was gonna ask
but
you how you came up with the name.
yeah, but it was just one of those things, right? It just worked, I guess.
Yeah.
I like whiskey. I like smoking meats, and I was throwing my old staves into the fire. You know, um,
I like to shout out our sponsor, Defend Hawaii. They've been my sponsor since day one. If you go to their website, defendhawaii.com, you can see their new first drop for summer. They also have a store in Winter Mall called No One. Go visit them now. Go visit their website. Use promo code ATBPod upon checkout. You'll get 15% off your whole purchase order. So load up your shopping cart, get a big order, and you'll get 15% off whatever you order. Go check them out. defendhawaii.com. Aloha.
so yeah, but like we did that, and like, bro, like my street was like lines of cars, bro. It was
For
like,
real?
yeah, bro, it was nuts. Like,
In
what's
Kaneohe.
going on? Yeah, bro, Huimana Road, bro,
Oh,
in the back of Huimana, and like my neighbors, they'd be like, hey, what's going on? I was like, they're selling food. He was like, what? So yeah, I'll give them food and all that, so whatever too. But and then it started growing, so I went into like restaurant mentality. I was like, okay, I tell my wife, look, we have to get some more refrigeration. We need we need freezers. We need this. We need that. So we started ordering all this stuff to Amazon, whatever. And yeah, right, kept growing and growing. It was like crazy. And like, I'm like doing all these stupid videos. I don't know how to do videos, but I'll just make some food, video on my phone, and post it.
yeah.
It was like nuts. And like every week it was growing, getting bigger and bigger. And then it got to a point where I told my wife, I was like, hey, like this kitchen table gotta go because I need some more refrigeration. She was like, no, bro, like you're done. It's like, nah, but you're going too far. Like, you know, like I'm losing furniture in my house because, you know, and I didn't understand what the problem was, you know.
So I'm
But
making money and I'm doing something fun, yo.
yeah, bro. So then, um, so then the clients, well, my best friend, this guy Mike, was also the singer in my band, like the kind. But we used to drink together a lot before. Yeah, he called me. He's like, "Hey, bro, Bob's had closed." So what do you mean
Oh,
Bob's closed? No, Bob's down on the guy in Hamakua, the bar.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, bro, that sucks. And he was like, no, bro, they had closed down, and there's a full kitchen in that building. I was like, oh,
See where you're going.
bro, yeah. I was like, okay, so they going closed or they closed? And he was like, I'm pretty sure they closed. And I thought that they owned the building, you know.
Oh,
So yeah, but I went down there and I told the owner, I was like, hey, bro, like I hear you had closed your business. He said, yeah. I was like, hold on, like this is what I'm doing, and I think my food, like beer and barbecue, you know, hand in hand, yeah.
yep,
So
definitely.
yeah, so I was kind of like, wow, like what what if you help me get my business growing, and I help you save yours. And like at first he was like, I was like, oh, you know, here's this tray of food, man. Try taste. So yeah, so
Proofs in
he
the
ate it.
taste.
Yeah, bro. So bro, he took a bite of their brisket. He was like, bro, when you want to get started, I was like, okay. So first I got to get legal. I wasn't legal. Like I wasn't a legal business yet, you know. So
Hmm.
like we had to go through all that stuff and
The
everything. And
LLC
that's
and the trade name. Yeah,
yeah,
I've,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like luckily, like my so good buddy's wife, like this guy, so Joe Flores. Joe Flores, like he's my like hunting partner. He's like my like spiritual guide. Like if I'm going through stuff, um, like I call him, you know, bro, and like we like kind of actually go over scripture together,
Oh,
like
nice.
try, try to figure out, you know,
Strengthen each other.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's easier to go to somebody that's on the same walk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When you have these problems, because other people, they either won't understand or they'll look at things in more of a worldly way, yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
So yeah, so but his wife, like that's what she does. Like she went to college to do all this business stuff. So yeah, bro, we went to their house, like, hey, this is what we want to do, and she drew everything up for us and set everything up, and that was basically the birth of like Whiskey Smoke 808 LLC.
That's awesome. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
bro. And
realize
then
it was birthed out of COVID. That's kind of a cool story coming out of COVID.
yeah, nah, bro. I mean, like really, and it like um I I almost feel bad saying it, but like COVID was kind of good to me. It's kind of
Yeah.
good for me, you know. And I mean, a lot of people died. I got family and friends that in fact, the the person that pushed me the most, like, bro, you gotta sell your food, Kelly Olanola. He used to own. own talk about it with his wife Kiki.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro, he freaking passed away, COVID. You
Oh
know,
shit.
yeah. So like that was another big thing too because he kind of got to the point where um I don't want to say he was irritating me, but he was kind of irritating me. Right, he would, right, he would call me, he would call me like freaking two, three, four times a week. He's like, "So what, bro? You start your business yet or what? So what, bro? You gonna be selling food or what?" It's like, frick, I don't know, bro. Like,
Leave me
he's like,
alone.
for real, yeah, bro. He's always telling me, he's like, bro, your food is so good, bro, and I love you, bro. I freaking believe in you, and I know that if you do this you can go far, but you can make a lot of money, right? You'll be happy because I mean I see you happy whenever you cooking. I see you happy whenever you smoking meat. It's like bro, like I don't know what you going to do after everything reopen, but I hope it's this. You know. So yeah, bro. So like he was kind of the one pushing me to do everything, and then uh when like he died, it was kind of like shit. Now, like I kind of I have to go all the way with this, like for him because he believes in me so much, you know. So
That
like his picture has always been in our kitchen. Right now, there's a picture of him in our kitchen and a picture of him in our dining room,
nice.
right? And like, my like boys like freaking every morning they go in, they'll open up and it's always high five the picture. Hey uncle, good morning. You know.
That's super awesome. Bro,
Yeah.
sometimes it just takes someone to believe in you to spark that fire for sure.
Yeah. It's and it's not like um not like I didn't believe in myself or something like that. But it was just it's like I have a family. I have, four sons and I have a grandkid now. Like we don't know what's gonna happen? The world is shut down. You
Yeah.
know, like, do I really wanna take a chance like that? You know, but especially with 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 food. Like, um, if you want to fail, if you want to lose a lot of money, get into the restaurant business. You know, I mean,
Heard that before too.
yeah, bro. It's it's a hard business to make it in, um like you have to stand out and you gotta
Yeah.
always be in people's faces. You gotta, you know, it's so easy to fail in
Yeah.
in the food business, restaurant industry. You know.
Yeah. Well, you started out at Bob's commercially once you had your LLC.
Yeah, yeah. And then that lasted um a, about a year
Yeah.
and something maybe. But um not gonna get too much into it, but it didn't end
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, there was dramas and stuff. But also like, it's a bar. I don't I don't really drink no more. I used to drink a lot years ago, and basically stopped. You know, although I do have, whatever, a glass of whiskey every now and then or something. But
Yeah.
I don't like throw down and party.
Yeah, you
You
don't
know.
get lit. But you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
drink a little bit of whiskey now and then just to keep the name relevant.
yeah. No, I mean. But the thing is I love whiskey. Like I genuinely love whiskey. This is gonna sound horrible, but I've been drinking whiskey probably since I was like 10 years old, bro. Like 9, 10 years old. You know, I mean, that's just how my family was. I think most local families are that, but more with beer stuff.
Yeah,
Whatever. So
yeah,
my dad was like, hey boy, go grab me one beer. You grab beer. Oh, dad, I can sit. Yeah, take a
yeah.
sip. Take a sip. My my papa, grandfather, like he loved his whiskey. So it's always, oh, papa. And I liked it. I just liked it.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, so just being there, like, and with all the bar shenanigans,
mm,
especially a bar like that with its reputation, that place quite a reputation, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Like I was watching my family not be so happy because of all the drama, the fights and whatever, just bar shenanigans.
yeah,
So yeah, man, I started hitting a point where it's like, yeah, like we need to either get our own spot or shut this down because like I'm not gonna continue doing this if my wife and kids, aren't happy. You
yeah,
know, one because and most importantly because they're not happy. I want them to be happy. But secondly, because if they're not like they were my staff basically, call them that. Like it was legit just my my wife, my three boys, their girlfriends. That's it, you know. Um and if they're not happy, they're not gonna put out good food, you
yeah,
know. The food our like I I I pride myself on like our food. People ask like, "Hey, bro, like, how is this so good? Like, why? How is your food so good?" And first it's like, "Oh, but thank you, but I'm super, whatever. Glad you feel that way." But I tell them, but you know why? Like for real, because I didn't love you, bro. Like, and they're like, huh? Like, yeah, bro, I love you because I don't even know you name, but hey, bro, my name's Cory. Okay, now we know each other, but I still love you, And in general, it's like, bro, what like you tasting is like our love, my like family love for the food, love for people, you know, that's what you tasting,
yeah,
about when like we're creating recipes and we're cooking and all this, like we genuinely love what we're doing. We love where we're doing it. We love who we're doing it with, and we love who we're doing it for. Even those sometimes you get those assholes that come in, and it is what it is.
always,
Everybody
yeah,
try
always gonna
like
have.
yeah, everybody's got their thing.
Yeah,
Maybe they was just having a bad day, come in
yeah,
and just want to be a jackass or whatever, and it's cool, but we try to be understanding and try to send them off after they eat. Maybe with
yeah,
something positive. Maybe we can brighten their day a little bit. I don't know, but like so yeah, like that's what the goal was and still is, and it just like I wasn't seeing that over there because my family wasn't happy.
yeah.
You know,
And
it
and, it,
it,
and it's a
it
bad element, like being around alcohol and all that, and yeah,
yeah,
like you said, it's a that that bar initially had a reputation, and
yeah. And like I mean, like too, like even me, bro. Like at at one point, I got kind of caught up in it too.
Yeah.
They're like, would like, be parties, be like, wherever, about pub crawls. So like, I would like actually do like actual special finger food menu, just, bar food kind of menu, bro. And the place is packed. Like say like, I remember one like night where the place was packed. It was crazy. And my daughter-in-law, my youngest son's wife, came all crying by in the kitchen. I was like, "Oh, girl, what's up?" And she was like, "Somebody had touched me." I was
Oh,
like, "What you mean?" Like, "What you mean?" And then,
yeah.
where, I mean, she's hysterically crying, but she was like, "Yeah, like went over here, actually served somebody, and this guy had freaking groped me, and like I had pushed him away, and he had like walked out the door." And I guess, um, my younger years had kicked in, you know,
The
I
Kahalu
was like,
Kaneohe came out.
bro, and like, I'm too old for that shit, bro. I've been through enough in my life to know better,
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. Like I tell my boys, close that window, bro. We're going for a walk. We go outside, cousin, bro. I could have killed that guy. Like I had, I had catch him, bro. And I was seeing red,
Oh,
but
bruh.
I had, catch myself as well. It's like, wow, I'm a grandfather, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a grandfather. I'm standing here with this guy. I'm about to smash his face all over the place. I got my sons behind me. I'm their role model. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then on top of that is like, our business is a family business. We're known as a family business. We're known as a good, loving family. And I'm going to
Yeah.
smash this guy's face, and it's going to be all over Instagram.
Oh,
It's going to be
guarantee.
all over the town.
Yeah.
It's like, cause,
And that's
so
not
yeah,
the
bro.
town that's not the town either, Kailua.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you know. So yeah, bro. I said, grab my told cousin, bro, like, you should go home. Like, you
Yeah.
should, like, don't do that. You know what I mean? It's like, cause if like I ever hear of you doing it, I'll knock the home myself back. I promise you that. Wherever he started crying and stuff. Yeah. So like at that point was like, frick, bro, like I'm turning into like that person that I've worked so hard to not be anymore. You
Hmm.
know. And then my family's not happy anymore. It's one of those, if you like wake up in the morning, like, yeah, but I can't wait to go in and like,
Yeah.
start cooking. Like that's the right place for you. If you wake up and it's like, ah, frick, I gotta go. Maybe you shouldn't be doing it,
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, but we was actually kind of discussing like, should we continue on? Because, I don't want to have you guys here if you guys are happy. Where
Yeah.
the food's gonna suffer, the customer service is gonna definitely suffer, you know. Um, and then one day,
I want to take this time to shout out our sponsor, iRep Detail Supply. They're your one-stop shop superstore for everything you need to detail your vehicle, car, truck, van, even motorcycle. Go check them out. They have a store in Temple Valley Shopping Center. They also have a store in Las Vegas. You can visit them on their website at irepdetailsupply.com. Load up your shopping cart, promo code ATBpod upon checkout. You'll get 15% off your entire purchase order. Get your vehicles looking nice for summer.
Reno had called me, fresh catch
Yeah.
Reno. He needed something. I don't know what it was, but I had heard that their new building was almost almost ready.
Yeah. In
So,
Kaneohe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, well, I was talking to him. I was like, "Hey, bro, so what, bro? The new building, well, pretty soon." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, bro. Probably a couple months, 3 months of that." I was like, "So what, bro? The old building? What?" He's like, what's up, bro? You like them? So I'm, yeah, bro, I like them. He's like, yeah, shoot, bro. I can go talk to the owners and the realtor and everything, and whatever. I told him, yeah, shoot, bro, go talk to them. And he's telling me, he's like, okay, the thing is, bro, is I talk to them. Make sure you get the money, no. So I'm, yeah, I get the money. I never have the money, right?
I get
I
them, but
never,
I don't have it.
yeah, yeah, bro. I mean, like, I was halfway, yeah, he not gonna talk to them,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Bro, like, not even a week, maybe just over a week. I don't know. Bro, the realtor contact me, right? It's like, hey, yeah, it's Sakurino. I was like, oh, okay, So yeah, bro, we went down, met with them, but the realtor was super nice. He was cool. Um, the the family that owns that building, it's the Kanei family, old Kanei family, super beautiful people, super solid. So yeah, bro. Apparently, I think Popeyes wanted that building.
Oh, okay.
And like already, I was like, there's no way they're gonna give me the building. I mean, you get Popeyes, and then you could take a chance on this guy. You know what I mean? Like one like small family business that's only been legit for like a year and a half, or whatever, 2 years, whatever it was. I was like, no way. So yeah, but we like actually met again, and they said, yeah, you know what, like the kind, but us guys really love that, like your like family business. We like met you, your wife, your kids, you guys, good people. We love you guys. And so yeah, but you guys can like, you know uh have the building. And yeah, but we were stoked about cry up and all of them. Cry up. So then it was time to like, sign papers, put down the deposit. I was like, oh yeah, about the money, like, you know,
Gotta sell one kidney. Gotta sell one kidney or
bruh,
something.
I was I was full on, like, first I was embarrassed, it's kind of shame, but at the
Yeah.
same time was like, wow, we was just all happy and crying and everything, and then now I'm gonna tell them that I have enough money, and then like, they're gonna tell us no, get out of here.
Yeah.
Bro, that family was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You guys move in. You guys do whatever you gotta do. Set up your equipment. Fix up whatever you gotta fix up. All this stuff, and then actually get get rolling. Bro, they gave us like 3 months.
Whoa.
Like, yeah, dude. Like, that's unheard of. Like, you know, but they said, but there's like a lot of work you guys got to do. We know it, a lot of cleaning and renovating and all this stuff. So but they said, yeah, like, renovate, do whatever you do, go put in your stoves, equipment, everything. If you guys can get done quick, just start serving food already and just save up the money. And then, like, after the three months, and then we actually get the sort of lease started.
Oh, wow.
It was like, yeah, bro, like, who does that? Like, who
Especially
does
when they
that?
had one corporate guarantee with Popeyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And it's Kaneohe, bro. It's just
Yeah.
local, old school, local, freaking take care of each other,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, like, the kind, we like actually took our money, and like my boys, they cracked their butts for a few years, working on shoddy equipment, day in, day out, hot kit by the kitchen that we was in. There was no ventilation at all. Was, like, the walls melting kind of hot, and they just powered through. They did it. So when like we got this kitchen, I told my wife, I said, I don't care how much it costs. If we gotta get one loan or whatever, let's get one loan. I want to buy them top notch, beautiful, brand new equipment, everything, the whole kitchen, and just to just to thank them, like just to like tell my sons, like, bro, you guys deserve this, bro. You like guys went through hell all this time in this shoddy kitchen. Now here's this beautiful kitchen. So yeah,
Nice.
but we actually did that. We totally stripped the building, cleaned it up. Getting the smell of fish out of there was a
I
lot
didn't
of
even
work.
think of that. I didn't even think of that. Because
Bruh.
all it was fish.
Yeah, but it was bad. It was like,
Yeah.
like after a while, like just cleaning, and we can see it smell fish. I was beginning to wonder, like, does the place really still smell like fish? Or is just that
I'm
smell
used
just
to
like
it.
ingrained, bruh? Like
But
it
that's the
was
first
pretty
thing you
funny.
smell when you go in fresh catch.
Yeah.
That's like their advertisement, fresh fish, okay.
No, yeah, but it was pretty nuts. But yeah, like I mean, we just every day it took us about a month and a half. Every day,
Oh,
dark to dark.
choke bleach.
Yeah, but yeah, bro. Just I mean, dark to dark. We tore the walls down, tore everything out, scrub everything, redo. We just um. Then yeah, but we like actually got things going. We like had our target open date. Um, we didn't make that date because we was waiting on equipment that
Mm.
we had to have. So yeah, it came late, and then the following week, uh, right, came in, but like we was like still missing some stuff, but we was at a point where it was like we gotta open because we're out of money. Like,
We gotta
like,
make some of this back.
yeah, bro. Like, we're like in more debt than I've ever been in my life, and scary, bro.
Oh yeah.
So, so yeah, bro. We was all like, okay, bro, we're gonna open on like this day. We don't have this piece of equipment or that piece of equipment. We don't have tables and chairs. We're just going to do just take out only because we have to make money. And like as we was getting closer, I started thinking like, frick, but like this is a new chapter in Whiskey Smoke's life and in our life, and we're going to open half-assed like that, you know. So yeah, but we opted not to, so we pushed it back again. Um, until finally all the actual equipment came in. A good brother of mine was making our our tables and benches and stuff and all this, and like everything lined up. It's okay. This is the for real date now, you know. So yeah, bro, like we going open on this day was July 22nd, and yeah, like it everything was in place. We didn't have our tables and benches yet. It was like, screw it, let's just open. I called my friend like, bro, we open in 2 hours. I, I need my tables. And he was like, yeah, bro, I'm on my way, but loading them up right now. So going in the truck, they're coming. It's like, oh, they hurry up, and yeah, so kind of a testament to Kanye people, and like old school Hawaii, like,
Yep.
bro, like the parking lot filled up an hour before we opened. Next door filled up, across the street filled up. There was line forming, and we're like, oh no, like this is this is gonna be a disaster. You know, like we don't have a tables and chairs and all this stuff. Bro, my buddy pull up and he's got the tables and stuff in like three trucks. We're like, okay, we gotta go outside and bring in the tables. Bro, if like people waiting in line, no go and help carry tables
Oh,
and
wow.
benches and help us set up the restaurant and all this stuff. I never met these people in my life. Maybe we walked across each other at, Food Land, I don't know. But like it was a lot of that, bro. And it was like, oh, this mean cool right on Mahalo, you know. Um, so then before we open was okay, we have to pray,
Yeah.
you know. So, me, my like wife, the boys, um, and like our like staff then, like we had kids that like we like helped out, you know, parents not around on drugs or it's about we take them in, feed them, whatever, employ them. So, but we had them. So, okay, but everybody come out, brother, stand in a circle, just pray real quick, and then it's open. So we stand in a circle praying. Bro, I look outside and everybody outside holding hands, but praying. Mean, bro, like chicken skin kind. So the kind, I tell my wife, I was like, nobody gonna pay today. She said,
Oh,
what do you
shit.
mean? Yeah, yeah, if we're gonna give all this food away, And she was like, what you talk about? I was like, because you never see what just happened. Like these people was helping us and carrying all our like tables and stuff, and then we're like praying, and all these people are joining us in prayer. Like, oh, but my wife's Chinese.
My.
she, she, she was all like, yeah, no, I know where you're coming from, but we broke. These 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 people came here with the full intention of buying food from us, and that's what they were do.
You don't rob them of that.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, and like our plan was to open Saturday, Sunday, close Monday, Tuesday to kind of regroup, assess. Okay, how did service go? How was everything? We made enough food for like what we thought was like 3 days. So 2 solid days with some in case was crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, we know just about run out of food on Saturday. Was mental, bro. We was doing like $1,000 hours, fifteen
Oh,
hundred dollar
wow.
hours, bro. Like everybody just came out, bro, to support. It was
That's
unreal.
that's definitely
Sunday,
Kaneohe. Yeah.
that's kind of bro. And like Sunday, we made Sunday happen, but by 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, like we out of food, man. Like we got people like, well, I mean, can I just make me something? Just something. I was like, well, we can, but we don't have this component to put this together for you, or that component to put this that goes this way. It's like, nah, just make something. So yeah, but we just started cooking now, like just
Oh,
unscripted, unscripted, off the menu, just cooking, man. Like the kind where
nice.
I don't even know what I'm gonna charge you for this. So just,
Whatever you like
just
buying for.
if you like take them, take them. If you like throw money in a jar, throw money in a jar. And it was a lot of that. It was unreal. Um, so yeah, but Monday, where the family kind of actually we got together. Some more crying, but who was just
That's
so happy,
nuts.
you know. And then yeah, but that's just kept rolling from then. And even after that, bro, like the actual owners of the building came both days, right? Saturday, Sunday, and they bought food. And like, they was like, hey, we're so proud of you guys. We're so happy. Like, look at what you guys did. It was like, oh, thank you. It's like, hey, we're gonna get you your money. And it was like, no, you know what? Go take one other month. Just make your money. Look at them, like, bro, you guys, like, like you guys, you kidding me or what? Like, bro, like, don't tell me you can come by next week and tell me we gotta get out because normally, like, good stuff like that, don't necessarily happen without some
Yeah.
kind of a catch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and until this day, they still come in, they order food, they eat, talk story. Us guys always tell, no, 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 just take the food, not gonna charge you. And you're like, no, but if you guys don't charge us, we're not gonna come back.
Yeah.
So
The best thing you
yeah, but
can
it's all that.
do for friends and family is support, bro. Like that's what I
Yeah,
always believe. Like, you know, that's the
yeah,
best aloha. You know what I mean? And I've fortunate enough, I went the first time to your restaurant with my dad, and my dad is a food critic. Like, if
yeah.
one thing wrong, that's it. Like, and I had brisket. I forget what he had, but I know the sauce whole, and he just kept raving about it. And I was like, bro, this is on spot. And I think being in Kaneohe with that vibe you explained, and I always say like food is art, and art transcends people. It brings people together. Any kind of art, music,
Yeah, 100.
storytelling, and food. Like food, anything that tastes good. I don't care if you Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Howley, whatever. If it tastes good, it's gonna taste good no matter what. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
your food is good, and
Thank you, bro. Mahalo.
it is what connects people. And I watched one of your videos, and it hit me because of what you said is like we're not selling smoked meat, we're selling passion and love. And
Yeah,
I was like, and it's family, your guys' family. It it's different. It's not like, oh, I'm just making money and all that. It's bro, you're putting that passion into what you're doing, the love and aloha and your family. It's probably why those people blessed you guys with the location you're at. And that kind of stuff is the good vibes and aloha that Hawaii needs. And I was telling you, like, this past weekend I got to see Metallica play, and I love their music. I grew up listening to their music, but what got me so obsessed with them, with watching them, I was watching the passion they had for playing in front of people. And like I said, that's art, that's music. That passion is what was super attractive about the concert I went to this weekend. And
mhm.
that's the same kind of passion you guys have for your food. It's like doesn't matter, it's going to be the same if you making them at home for your family or you making them for hundreds of people at your restaurant. That it's the same. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool to see and taste.
Nah, this business though, like, um, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's um it's super nice for us. Um, in some ways it's easy because we can be ourselves. Like,
Yeah,
we can be who we are. Like, about I've done a lot of things in my life. I've wore a lot of different hats, and you have to be that certain person that's wearing that certain hat when you're wearing that hat, you know.
yeah,
Um, and like, I mean, music, I actually play as well. I play music, and like when, like, you're on stage, you kind of gotta be this certain person. You have to look
yeah,
like this certain person or whatever. But our restaurant is like, it's a family business, and we're like, mom and dad with their boys and nieces, nephews, and whatnot, just hanging out, just having a great time. Easy, bro. Easy.
Yeah.
You know, and then like too, man, the whole bringing people together thing, like full on, like, and I think about this a lot, like, bro, like God gave me this skill, this passion for food, man. Um, I've always cooked since I was a young kid. My like family, everybody cooks. The men in my family are exceptional cooks. Um, but he gave me this skill to use as a tool to bring people together
Yeah.
because that's what food does. Our dining room, we don't have a whole lot of tables, but we do have a few tables that are really long. And that was done on purpose because when the actual smaller tables fill up, and there's like so eight top table, it actually should be an eight top. And there's like say like we're two or three people on it, and there's like folks that come in and tell me, hey, well, why don't you actually sit down over there, introduce yourself, and make some whatever friends, bro. And they
Yeah.
kind of look at us like, nah, they're like eating. It's like, yeah, bro, go break bread with them, you
Yeah.
know. And it's cool to see like people, locals and tourists or whatever, like sitting at the same table, don't know each other, never met before, just eating together and talking short. That's barbecue, man.
Yeah.
That's barbecue.
That's the vibe you was creating at your house during COVID.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
That's awesome, bro. And one thing I did notice before I knew any of your story, knew who you guys were or anything, was when I went with my dad, the customer service. It was so on point, full of aloha, full of I was like, they got something good going over here. They get good food, good customer service. And it was just welcoming and oh, thanks for coming. This is your order and all that. They bring them to your thing. Oh, what kind you want to try the sauce? Like I was like, bruh, this is just good vibes. I didn't realize you guys do a lot of baking too, right? You guys have sweets and stuff over there.
Yeah. Well, like everything there is made by us. Everything is made in house. So our bread, our buns, all this, like everything is made in house. We don't, you know, buy it. We actually our baker also owns her own business. Magels makes like she does little cakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Her desserts are just incredible. But yeah, so then like we actually also sell her products there as well.
Nice. So, in your opinion, oh, your beans are amazing too, by the way. I forgot this. Yeah.
That's
The,
actually mom's
yeah.
beans there, bro.
Oh,
That
that's
that's
action.
yeah, bro. That's actually my mother's recipe.
Oh,
Like
okay.
everybody always loved mom's beans.
Oh, okay. Gotta be all right. That makes sense. But say your first time coming in, what would you probably suggest to your first timer to try? Because the brisket melts. I don't know how you guys do that, but that's full of greatness. The ribs, I don't know. What would be like, okay, guys, if you see your first time, you gotta have this. Oh, the pork belly too was fire.
Yeah, that's a hard. You know what, bro? Like a lot of people ask me that question. It's hard because, and not to brag, but everything's good.
Yeah,
But I usually tell people if like you don't know what you want, grab the so all meat plate with a couple of the sides. So all meat plate is it's got the brisket, the pulled pork, ribs, and chicken.
oh, it's
That
like
way
a
there's
sampler then.
kind of yeah um and then you like kind of go from there because we also do combo plates too,
Yeah.
two choices, but we like have have this one show called the menu. The menu is basically a sheet pan
Oh,
with the menu on it. Yeah, but like it's actually meant to sort of feed six people. You
oh,
know, like it's yeah, bro. So like, and it's quite a deal as well, bro. The price on that, you know. But my thing is like I like seeing families sitting down together, eating off the same plate. You
that's
know what I
kind of
mean? Like,
cool.
yeah, bro. I mean, it's there's nothing. I mean, like even here, like us, bro. You know, at home, like yeah, but we'll actually grill up steaks or something and just freaking cut it up on the board. Nobody has plates, bro. We all just eat straight from the board. We all
Oh,
just kind of surround the board, you know. And
yeah.
that's to me, that's like family dining. Like that's how, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how.
actually. Oh, also my dad, myself included, really like the coleslaw. And you don't
Mhm.
like think about like coleslaw, it's just coleslaw, but oh, it's like, oh, this is action. Yeah, doing
Right on.
something different, but uh you started implementing one of Stephen Kina's dishes too out of palusami.
Yeah, bro. That thing. So, like, how I met Stefan. Like, you know, bro, I actually saw his videos and stuff, bro, because I mean, how could you not? He was all over the place.
Yeah.
But um, yeah, like, bro, like friends of mine, customers and stuff, bro, this guy's be sending me his videos. Hey, check this guy out. And I look at, yeah, bro, you're like the 20th person that sent me this stupid video about this,
I'm getting sick of this guy already.
brisket low low. So like, so like after a while, I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna check this guy out. See, but I like kind of go where through his page, going to his page, and say, hey, this guy from Hawaii. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, so like kind of research more, and then one day he posted this picture of him in a sort of airplane. Like the picture was basically, you know, that pocket behind the seat with magazines.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was that. Look at him, I was like, yeah, it looks like Hawaiian Airlines. So
yeah.
I shoot him a message. I was like, hey, Hawaiian, will you stay? But you coming, you know, home by instant answer is like, yeah, bro, it's home, bro. I was like, hey, you know, you don't know me, I don't know you, but let's hook up, bro. Let's go lunch or something, bro. Check it out, you know, talk story, talk about smokers, I don't know. And that's 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 kind of how that all started. And then we did our collab thing, and everybody was like, "Bro, you gonna be doing that again, brother? Polusami and
Oh yeah.
whatever." And
I had it.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, bro, that thing is fire, bro."
Oh,
But
bruh. That's
yeah, bro, I
dangerous.
like to tell them like, you know, like, okay, yeah, like I do it. Um, I don't have to ask Stefan because I mean, Polusami is not his creation, but out of like respect for him because he's the one that actually brought that kind with
Yeah.
like one whole brisket and all this. So yeah, I asked him, hey, because you know what, I get people bugging me, and the kind, bro, I have to do it, but I just want your blessings. And like just stepping me, he's like, yeah, bro, go for it, bro, do it. Let's get right on, shoot, you know.
That's
And so
awesome.
yeah, like now even still, but we sell so much of that, you know.
Oh yeah. It's good,
Uh,
bro. And like
yeah,
with
no,
him,
it's pretty winners.
yeah, shout out to Stefan. With me too. I shot my shot. I was like, bro, I see your videos. You seem amazing. Would you be on my show? Hit me right back. Yup, let me know when, bro. And bro, he's in Montana. He stay up late just to be on my show. I was like, bro, when you come Kaneohe, I'll be there. I guarantee it. I'll be
Uh,
there. And I was like,
bro,
super
that
cool.
guy doesn't sleep, dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't. but I mean, like I'll be at home talking to him. I mean, the I don't like think at first like, oh, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning
Yeah,
over there.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And then after I was like, hey, cause what time is it? It's like 2 o'clock. He's like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna sleep. He's like, oh no, bro, I already had a nap and now I have to go and do this. It's like, cousin, super
Bruh.
solid, bro. The other
Yeah. And I hope you guys do some collabs in the future. And it was cool to have met you through him, and you live in Kaneohe, and it was a blessing to know your backstory. And I was like, you gotta share this, because for me growing up in Kaneohe, I love that those kind of stories, and it doesn't happen often, and that makes me feel like Aloha is not dying. Aloha is in Kaneohe, and it's still thriving, and people do care about each other. Like you said, they're helping you bring the tables in and pray with you. Like that's
guy.
what Hawaii is about. That's what Aloha is about. That's what our community, our culture, our what sets us different from the mainland or other situations. It makes us unique, and that can't die, bro. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like there's so much negativity on social media now. Like I get sucked in it. You can watch a couple guys beefing, and then you watch the next
Yeah,
one, and then the next one. It's like I rather see that ring of hands and people praying. I rather see,
yeah,
oh,
but
look, these guys putting in the tables, and that's the feel good stuff. That's my clickbait. That's the kind of stuff I like seeing. To hear that kind of stories, it makes me proud. Makes me proud that I'm from Hawaii. I'm from Kaneohe, and that stuff still exists and it's strong. And to hear you talk about it makes me feel good, as much as you are feeling good talking about it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Nah, well, I mean,
Super
just
cool.
people just gotta like slow down, I guess. Slow down
Yeah. Yeah.
and just love each other and just be patient with each other. Everybody's got
Yeah.
their thing, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, like to me, like even the worst guy around, just peel out guy, like he wasn't born like that.
Yeah.
Something between then and now that triggered something. Just be patient with them, and just support each other. Bro, I catch negative stuff all the time,
Yeah.
on like my like reels. In fact, the whole Polosami thing, the guy's like, oh bro, you guys gotta uh but study your food and be like more in informed. I know that's lupulu. I know that's lupulu, but have you, Thaddeus, ever heard of lupulu? But
Nope.
you know what palusami is, right?
Yeah.
Palusami, no more meat inside, but the Tongan version, lupulu, get meat inside. But just Stephen called it palusami. Everybody know what palusami. So we call him, the guy's like, oh, like, relax, bro.
Yeah.
Relax. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I,
it's not that
I
big a
get,
deal.
yeah, bro. It's like, I mean, go outside, go muy grass
Yeah.
or something, go raise some chickens. I
Go
don't
play
know.
play with your kids.
Yeah,
Smile.
bro.
Go
Yeah,
beach.
but I mean, they're too. I like, I like I get some on like my reels, working this reel, all this, and like my thing is at the beginning, which is the end, but it's kind of our catch thing.
Yeah.
I will like I will like bite the food I made, take a big bite out of it, all barbecue sauce and whatever. I get guys all like, oh, no can even wear gloves. Oh, but you ever heard of gloves? It's like, cousin, bro, you never see me eat the food. What, bro? You wear gloves when you make yourself a sandwich.
It's my
It's like,
food, bruh.
yeah,
I'm
cuz.
not
I
serving
mean,
this one to you.
yeah, it's like, bro, it's like you order this. Trust me, you're gonna wear gloves, but I'm making myself lunch. You know what I mean? It's like, and like
This is my
I can
lunch.
yeah, bro, and like I can fully envision some guy just bored
angry.
or
Yeah.
just maybe his girlfriend had cheated on him. I don't know. And just looking at the phone like, I got you. You know, like,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
It's like,
Like,
bro,
come
I always say that you doing something right because if you get haters, you doing something right.
yeah,
That and I
yeah,
used
yeah.
to freaking engage, and then I realized, like, bro, there's probably some dude at his mom's house with his Cheeto fingers, all
Yeah,
like I say, I cannot bring myself down to that. And bro, I just with aloha, like, bro, I get bullshit message to me all the time and say, "Oh, right on. Thanks for your input, bro. Hope you have a great
same,
day.
bro. I do,
Aloha."
bro.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, kill him with kindness, bro. You can
Yeah.
be as negative as you
Yeah.
want. I'm gonna tell you, cause I love you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, Raja with you. You know,
Yeah.
and like,
Exactly.
and that always shuts them up because they don't know if to handle that kind.
Yeah.
Maybe nobody told him that they, they like love him and they're like, well, I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro, just the negativity, like
Yeah.
it's
Smile
like a
wave, like right
cancer,
on, bro. Gloves, Roger. Gloves when I eat my lunch.
bro.
Okay, I'll try that out, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit,
So funny.
yeah, but like I said, bro, you doing something right once you get people hating on it. So it's like
Yeah,
more the better. It's all good. But I
yeah,
want to take this time to shout out our sponsors. It's our medicinal mushroom company is Medicinal Mushrooms Hawaii. They're a locally based medicinal mushroom company here in Hawaii. And right now they have a bunch of mushrooms that I take religiously. They have lion's mane, turkey tail, red reishi, and also the chaga mushrooms. And the brand newest one to the family, they're just coming out with cordyceps, and I am extremely excited for this mushroom. This mushroom is known to increase energy, oxygen supply, and overall health. I'm excited to take this before I work out, and I did a baseline on my blood right before I'm starting to take this, so I want to see the effects this has on me. I've been waiting for this one to come out for a while. I'm really excited about this. But go visit them on their website, medmushroomhigh.com. And if you use promo code ATBpod upon checkout, you'll get 45% off your first tincture of extracted mushrooms. And make sure it's all capitals, ATB pod upon checkout, all capitals. But go check out the cordyceps, brand new, brand new. Go check them out. Aloha.
yeah.
What I didn't realize until today, until you told me, and then I did a small dive into it, but you're a metalhead hardcore bass player, freaking musician.
Well, I do something. They put this thing on me that's got strings on it, and I bashed on it, and apparently
Bruh.
people like what I do. So
Oh, honestly, you match, your look matches. I seen videos, and um I brought it up to you real quick if you knew my friend who used to be the producer of the show, boy
yeah,
band John Wong, and shout out to him and his 808 scene because he's been pushing that hardcore scene for years, and I can't wait to tell him that I that I know you. And yeah, um he's a unique dude, and he's definitely passionate about that scene, and he kind
yeah,
of
no,
brought
but
it.
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, great guy,
And
bro.
to know that you're a musician and play it on stage and everything, like that's super cool to hear, man. And bruh, I had no idea.
Yeah, no, like I do, right. Anybody that knows me knows that I've got my hands in on so many different things. Like I've done a lot of stuff. Um, but my one constant has always been music. You know, um, it's my escape, bro. Like sometimes life gets a little bit stressful. But when I'm on stage for whatever, 45 minutes, hour and a half, whatever it is, nothing exists. My
Yeah.
bills, my worries, my stresses, nothing. For that moment in time, um, I'm a rock star, if you will. There's there's just people that came to see us play and they're like, oh my God, and it's like all the stuff that I was thinking about 2 hours ago, not thinking about the things that I'll be thinking about again, probably in the morning, because when I get home, I'm like still writing that,
Yeah.
live performance high, like all goes away. And I think every man needs that, every father, husband,
Yeah.
whatever,
A
you
release.
you you need that escape,
Yeah.
um as long as it's something positive, you know, that's like not going to cause harm to anyone or thing. But yeah, bro, like I've been playing music. I don't even know how long, bro. Like many years. This this band this band we've been together for like 15 years or something now.
Oh
Like we
wow.
we
What's the name of the band?
13th Legion. It's
Yeah.
kind of yeah, but we actually tour and everything, but we go to Japan, Hawkeye,
That's
Vegas.
super cool.
Yeah, it's fun, and I like too, like um our 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 band dynamic. Well, like my the singer and I, we've known each other since we were very young. Like we were like best friends forever. He's my like brother, Um, we've been playing music together since probably 93, 94.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been a long, long time. I won't do it without him, you
Yeah.
know. Um, but yeah, this is kind of like almost like oh, it's been said to us before, like uh guys bowling night, you know. Whatever about
Yeah.
rehearsal nights, about we all meet up, hang out, we'll talk story, maybe practice a few songs, write a couple things, whatever. But the like last few years we've been pushing kind of hard, you know, touring and all this stuff, recording and everything,
Nice.
because we're getting a little old, not sure how long
Hey,
we could do this.
Metallica is 60,
Uh,
bro. Those guys didn't miss a beat.
well, yeah, 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 but they've also been huge since like '86.
Yeah, yo.
You know what I mean? Like they don't need to do any
Yeah.
of this
Oh
anymore.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But
definitely.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. So like, I mean, music, like not only is it a like release for me, is it a huge positive thing that helps me keep my mind straight and everything, but it's also taking me places that I wouldn't have gone to otherwise. I
That's
mean,
super cool.
Japan. Bro, I love Japan so much. Well, we go to Japan so much, and I love it so much. But I would have never gone to. I would have never seen Japan if not for this band. It just I don't know. Just never. I don't. I don't really travel without a purpose. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't. I'm not one that oh yeah, man. I'm like going to go to California just because, or like I'm going to go to Vegas to go gamble. I just don't.
Yeah.
But touring. Yeah, we're going on tour, so we're going to go see this spot and it's going to be epic. We're going to have a
Nice.
great time. In November, I'll be in Texas with so Stefan Kina.
Oh, nice.
About yeah, there's this like huge event. It's open fire meetup in Hondo, Texas. So then uh Maury and I is going to be flying up there to cook with Stefan. It's just like huge event thing. It's gonna be epic. But yeah, like I don't just travel. I never really have. It's just I'd rather work or do stuff here.
That's super cool though. But playing music, that's like you said, is a good release. And the kind of music guarantees a good release.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
like full on. Like I mean, playing like hardcore punk, like we've always been classified as like hardcore, like East Coast hardcore. Um, we we tend to call ourselves more like hardcore rock and roll. I know good brother of ours, uh Hassett, yeah, Warren Hassett likes to call us oi core, you know. But yeah, it's just I mean, I like I like playing hard music because you can be on stage, you can be full professional doing your thing, you can show off whatever, or you could act a total fool and nobody will, will view you any differently, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah, man,
that's super cool. Well, shoot, we
good
went
stuff.
well over an hour, and I definitely could probably talk story with you for another 2 hours. So, um,
Shoot, bro, come by the house, bro. We're gonna be grilling
yeah,
pretty soon.
I gotta take my
Wagyu
I
burgers,
gotta take my wife out to dinner because I just went on a dude trip for the weekend,
uh,
watched
yeah,
Metallica, and she was stuck home doing all the stuff because my wife to be, we're getting married in a few weeks, so
yeah, bro.
I gotta make it up to her. So
Congratulations.
going to Saggio's, but
Nice.
I'd be super down to come to your house and barbecue with you or eat your barbecue. I don't know.
Bro,
Yeah,
anytime you like, bro, just call me, bro.
that would be super
We'll just
cool.
cruise, bro. Throw down up there. Yeah, I got grills and smokers and flat tops and stuff, bro, in the yard, bro. Yeah, yeah,
That's
but
super cool.
we freaking definitely throw down there at the
I'd
house.
be down. I super
Yeah.
be down. I definitely would
Our
want,
neighbors are stoked.
yeah, I definitely would want you back on my show. And oh, before we cut out, I wanted to know what would be one of your future goals? Like, what do you see for future wise, like where you want to take Whiskey Smoke?
My future goals for the business.
Yeah,
Um, well, a couple more locations, definitely
nice.
maybe West Side,
Oh,
Kauai, Big Island, like that.
Kauai.
Um, yeah,
Oh, Big
but
Island too
Kauai, well,
would kill.
that's actually where the clients of where the family's from, man, Kauai.
Mm,
My so family is all in Kauai. But
nice.
well, we've discussed this way early on. Like I kind of wanted to set things up where like one son has his restaurant, the other son has his restaurant, and all this. And then when it came time to actually get the actual second spot, we almost opened a spot on the west side,
Oh, wow.
and we we like ran into an issue where we're like, our boys was like, oh, so what? We're not gonna be working together anymore. So, well,
Oh.
no, because like you're gonna be like that was the goal, dude. Like, and they're like, oh, but it's my brother, so like
Yeah.
cousin, come on now, come on.
Oh, that's super
But
cool to hear, though. That must made you proud,
yeah,
though. Huh? That must have made you
oh
feel
yeah,
good. Yeah.
nah, bro, they're tight, bro. They're super tight. Like it's
That's
all love, bro.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
all love.
Right on. Well, social media wise, where can people find you? And also, where can people find your restaurant?
We're in Conway, the old Fresh Cats building next to the Taco Bell Pizza Hut, just just before Kawahipa. Um, Whiskey Smoke underscore 808, and my personal is BBQ underscore PNP 13 on
And your and
Instagram.
your and your band's one.
13th Legion I believe is
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah,
Bruh.
check it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't plan on playing any shows anytime soon because we have a new drummer, but we're supposed to be playing Florida in a few months, and then we're probably
Nice.
gonna start touring again after that.
Yeah, that's super
Yeah.
cool. And as always, you can find us on the Above the Bridge podcast on Instagram, YouTube, Our website is atbpod.com, and my personal Instagram is Thaddy Daddy Hi. Well, I appreciate you taking time out and coming on. I am very super stoked that you got to share that story, and I'm so happy that happened in Kaneohe because I need to hear more good stuff coming out. All I hear is like, oh, somebody got jacked at the mall, or these guys are beefing by King, or brother, my friend, he's a security guard in by McDonald's. Castle kids was trying to scrap with him and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
bro.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I needed to hear something like this, and I wish you guys all the best, and I feel
All
like
over.
because you guys put God first, this plan for you guys is working, and your family dynamic is super strong, and that's the kind of stuff that I hope to build with my new family now. And
Yeah,
I'm super stoked to hear it, see it,
yeah.
and also taste your food, bro. I gotta go back there soon. My wife doesn't like barbecue. That's the only thing, bruh. It's like, okay, well
But
then
has she tried our food?
she never. The two
See?
times the three times I went was with my dad, and then when I went to visit you guys, because Stefan was there. Yeah.
Bring her by. We'll yeah, but
Make it
we'll
work.
turn that around for you,
All right.
man. Guaranteed.
Because date night should be there, kind. Right
Yeah,
on, bro. Well, I hope to talk to you soon, man. And I appreciate you and thank you again, bro. I wish you all this
right on.
success in the world.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Right on. Shakas for the cameras.
Aloha.
We're out. Shout out to the Artist Group Network. Aloha.